Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the DAX this morning? So we do have a pretty bullish signal here. This is pretty much an abandoned baby, or a doji, or an island. So what we're looking for is sort of a gap up and continuation to the upside. But this is an indication that the bears were in control of the day. They pushed price down, and then the bulls took control and basically ended up in control of the day. So what we want to do is just have a look at the futures market quickly. Futures market is up 1.4%. That's 11,400. Let's put this in here. Okay, so right now futures is above the high of yesterday. Okay, so that would give me a gap up from where we closed. And you can see we do have sort of Bollinger diversions here as well on the daily. And possibly price normal diversions as well. Yes, so we do have a double bottom on the oscillator, on the momentum index, but price has created a lower low. So that is diversions. Delete that. Let's just have a quick look at the 4 hour just to see where we are. And you can see we had a pin bar here. We've got an engulfing. We closed off with engulfing. So in other words, what's happened here is the buyer stepped in towards a close. And this is during the US close, which in itself is fairly interesting. Okay, so we're looking for a break above the high of yesterday, and I think we need to get down to a lower time frame. Okay, so you can see we're heading for a crossover of the moving averages. One thing's concerning me is that we are quite far apart on the stochastics here, so often when this happens it just rolls over and turns to the bottom, so still nothing convincing just yet. And the other thing to bear in mind is that we have that area there. So if we do get a gap up, what we're looking for is the height of this island here. So that goes from there to there. So we'd be looking for 11,635 area as a target. Okay, so for now it looks like we have our potential signal. The problem is we've got a pin bar here. This sell-off was not very encouraging, although we didn't create a lower low, so that's pretty much okay. And then we closed above this pin bar. So, this is an engulfing bar, which is a pretty solid engulfing bar because it's engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4 hour candles. So this is a pretty bullish signal. Obviously, looking at the daily, we're looking for a confirmation. Okay, I want to get to the weekly, and you can see this weekly 200 EMA is still playing a role in price at the moment. Okay, so I am anticipating that we have a potential turn. Obviously, what I want to see is a bit of a pullback, a higher low, and then I will look at this market. If I look at the DAX versus the Dow, I think the Dow has a much better setup. It's got a nice big daily pin bar on it, which to me is a little bit more stronger than what we see here. Okay, so I am very wary. Not looking for longs, not looking for shorts at the moment. Really just going to watch and see what happens here. This little reversal here could have just been profit taking of these longs, but it could also be people sort of setting themselves up for the next leg down. So, yeah, so I'm kind of proceeding with caution on the DAX at the moment. So pretty much still sitting on my hands. If we just pop across, that's why I leave this on the hour. There's nothing really in there. Let's just have a look at firstly a Bollinger, and you can see on the hour we've got a Bollinger W here. Okay, outside the Bollinger, inside the Bollinger, and then we broke this fractional level here. So this is a Bollinger W, Not a very big target, but it is a target nevertheless. So the target takes us to more than likely it'll stretch itself to the underside of these pin bars here. Okay, so that's kind of what I see at the moment. The thing that's concerning me is that we are in overbought territory at the moment. Okay, and lastly, let's just have a quick look at the ichimoku. So on the hour, you can see trend is still down. We're bouncing off Kijinsen. On the daily, you can see yesterday I pointed out that we were flat. We are now pointing to the downside here. Okay. So, the ichimoku is slow. It's extremely slow. So don't take too much into it. But, the 4 hour here is flattening out as well. And I think the nice thing about this is the lower time frames will give you your early entries. So the half hour has given you an indication that the trend may have changed, but we are still below the cloud. So you're looking to be above the cloud here on the hour, and that's your confirmation. As long as we stay above the cloud, the trend is up. Then you're looking for longs. If we're below the cloud, you're looking for shorts. Okay, so that's kind of why I say this. There's not really anything that is standing out at the moment. What we're looking for here is some form of pullback. I'm not sure we're going to get it. Probably going to get a gap up. Asian markets are up at the moment. So you're more than likely going to get a bit of a gap up, and then if it holds the gap, we'll have an island reversal. If it doesn't hold the gap and pulls back, then you're looking for an entry to get in. Okay, and I think the last thing here is we did break through this level here, and that in itself is pretty significant. Okay, so we've broken through this level. So normally what happens is you look for the next level, and the next level is going to be there, and then the next level will be this gap close. So that's normally how you would trade this. So you're looking for an entry to get long, and you're looking to target these two levels here. So you're looking to target 11,490 or 11,500. Yeah, so 11,500 is pretty much what you're looking for. Okay. Yep, so that's me on the DAX at the moment. A little bit more confident that we have a turn coming, but I'm still looking for a little bit more confirmation on the 4 hour. Okay, nothing. I thought maybe this was a wedge, but there's no wedge there. Anyway, that's it for me at the moment. Everything's looking pretty starting to look pretty bullish. But it could also just be a bit of a bounce up before we move to the downside. Okay, and I just want to finish on the weekly. This is where the bulls are stepping in at the moment. If this level gives way, 11,400, if that gives way, when we have a weekly close below that, then you're definitely going to see a lot more downside, and more than likely this head and shoulders comes into play. And that also brings me to this. The neckline of the head and shoulders is here. So if this stays intact, downward trend is very much intact at the moment. Okay, so that's my take at the moment. Still kind of sitting on my hands, but starting to get a bit bullish about this and look for a long entry. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I will catch up with you later. Cheers for now.